Ready?
Ready?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest episode of Snitchin. It's your host, Kristen.
And Brittany, get ready for the best part of your day.
What's up, Britt? Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. Wednesday, I feel like is moderately happy, so I'll give that one to you.
Thank you. We'll let that slide. You know what I was thinking? Can you believe it's July 16th already?
I've been thinking, I mean, this happens every year, but yeah,
I know.
it's
Um,
crazy.
it's crazy. I feel like the summer's flying by. This whole year is flying by. It's insane. But we have an Emmys centric episode for you all today. Emmy nominations came out yesterday. The award show is going to be September 14th, so 2 months away. And we're going to spend most of the episode talking about the nominations. I was thinking that we could literally just read them off and then, give our picks on what we want
Yeah,
to
let's do
win.
it.
Sweet.
Yeah. I have it up. Outstanding drama series.
Let's do it. Read them off.
Andor, which I don't know if I know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know that.
The Diplomat, The Last of Us, Paradise, The Pit, Severance, Slow Horses, and White Lotus.
Of those shows, which ones have you watched?
White Lotus. I've watched Severance, but I haven't watched the latest season. I've watched like one episode of The Last of Us. That's it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've seen a couple of episodes of Severance, but nothing from the latest season. I've seen every season of White Lotus and only watched a couple of episodes from first season of Last of Us. Severance is leading the way with nominations. They have the most at 27. I see them taking the win on this. I feel like Severance is the show that is on everyone's lips.
Yeah, I mean, and they're doing something new, so like I can appreciate that. Like I always feel like award shows should give the big wins to like people who are changing the industry and doing something new. But did you watch like the latest season of Severance?
No, I've only seen a couple episodes of the first season.
Yeah, okay, so the first season.
Mhm.
I felt like half of it was extremely boring and like you were lost the whole time. The second half of it was really good. And then the next season came out and I haven't watched the full thing. I kind of stopped watching, but it was just so strange. I don't know. It's just one of those shows where like you're kind of in the dark as a viewer the entire time,
Mm.
which like I just don't really, it's just not my favorite type of way to watch TV. So I would get like frustrated because I'd be like, I have no fucking idea what's going on. All of a sudden, they would be in this room with like this, it was like grass and had like this guy that was half horse, half human. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time for this shit.
That reminds me of Lost. Remember when Lost had like polar bears showing up on the island and you're like, what's going on
Yeah,
here? This
yeah,
is too much.
yeah.
So not your pick, you would say.
No, I mean, I could see why it would be nominated and why it might win, but no, definitely not my pick.
Yeah, I can't speak to it. I just know that everyone talks about it. So I feel like I could see it, especially with having the most nominations, it winning. But I will say also The Pit, I have heard such good things about The Pit. First armchair
Yeah.
expert reference for the day, Monica Padman loves The Pit. Like every single episode, she's asking people if they've watched The Pit. And I've heard that would be curious if any of our medical nurse friends would agree with this, but apparently it's very like close to what would happen in an actual ER. Recordings online of people being like, "Oh, this is like actually pretty accurate." I actually saw on TikTok there was a really cute reaction to the Pit cast seeing their Emmy nomination. So that was cute. Or getting
Oh, I love that.
yeah, yeah, I love that too. And I guess the main actor that on that Noah Wiley, I
Hmm.
knew he looked familiar. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know his face?
Yeah. Hmm.
He was on
He
ER.
does look familiar. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
What did it like? I was kind of like, that's interesting. So, I mean, ER was the biggest show back in the day. So he goes from being on a hit medical show 30 years ago. Then it felt like he fell off the face of the earth. And now he's, back in the limelight on a similar show.
He
I just
doesn't
thought it
seem
was,
like that old.
he looks great.
Yeah, I would not have thought he would be old enough to be on ER.
How old is he? Hold on.
I don't know.
Let's look.
I like can't watch that. I like that medical shit just scares the shit out of me. I wish so badly I could be a nurse. That would be the best job ever for so many reasons, but all that like blood and gore, I just can't do it.
I'm the same way. I knew from a young age that the minute that we were in biology class and do you remember
Oh
when
yeah.
they had us dissect cats?
Of course I do.
Yeah, yeah. You,
God, that was like one of the worst experiences of my life. I actually didn't. I didn't dissect the cat. I went off to the side and like it was people that were really squeamish were allowed to like not do it, but it was strongly, strongly, strongly encouraged that you do it. And I think I was like the only person that didn't do it.
that's the least surprising thing of the century.
And
It
my mom's like, I'll blow that school up if you have to dissect a dead cat. It's awful.
Oh Lord. Well, I mean, ever since that day, I was like, there's no way in hell I would ever want to do anything biology related, anything medical related. This is
Yeah.
fucking the worst.
It's
So
one of those things I feel like you have it in you or you don't.
yeah,
It's like you're a good
1000%.
singer or you're not.
Oh my, totally. You're a nurse or you're not. But
Yeah.
yeah, he's 54 years old. Noah Wiley.
Oh. Oh, so he is probably pretty young. But yeah, he
I
looks
think he
good.
looks amazing. Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
White Lotus. Okay, here's the thing with the White Lotus. Like, I do watch it every year. I'm interested in it. I feel like people love it or hate it. The reason I think people don't like it is because it just gets so much buzz. I don't know if you feel this way, but I feel like everyone talks about White Lotus and they talk about it like it's the show that is going to blow your mind. And like, there's been no show ever like it on television before. And Mike White is a genius. And like, I don't know,
Oh,
second
yeah.
coming. Yeah. Like, second coming of Jesus. Like, he's just like, can't be touched. It's a
Very
good,
overrated.
yeah, like it's a good show and it is what it is. It's supposed to make you think like that's great. But and it's like a lot of the cast relationships and dialogue. I get it. But yeah, I don't think it's the best show that's ever been written. And I
Boring. Like a lot of times you're like this, or it's awkward. It's weird,
yeah, like
which I know is the point.
yes, I'm with you. I don't want it to win. Even though I do like the show. I just don't think it's like the best show ever. And I, don't think it should win against all these other ones.
It is weird though. Like I don't know what it is about it that like wasn't it when we were in Portugal when we were like, why do we keep bringing up White Lotus? Like we would keep like saying it in conversation, and then we were like, oh, gonna talk about White Lotus, but like weren't meaning to.
I don't know.
Was that not in Portugal?
That doesn't ring a bell. I don't think. I
Oh
don't
my
think
God, I
so.
was somewhere. I was somewhere and it kept getting brought up, and everyone was like, we don't even like the show. Why does it keep getting brought up?
Well, I do remember my favorite parts of this last season. For anyone who hasn't watched it, we won't spoil it, but basically there's a scene between three girlfriends. They're one of the storylines that we follow. It's these three girlfriends who are taking a vacation together, childhood friends, and they have some tension with them along the trip. And this is their last dinner, and they have like a really introspective conversation, or one of them does. And I thought that was like one of the best scenes. So, I liked that. I thought the ending was surprising. It wasn't what I expected. I know some people had called it. So, I mean, the ending was good for this season, but yeah, overall, I agree with you. Boring. Kind of
Yeah,
went.
I'm sorry, but I hated those three women. I hated that storyline.
You did? I loved that storyline.
Yeah, like those are just like the type of women that I'm like, oh, God, it must be exhausting to be like competing with each other all the time and like judging each other all the time and like having to keep up with the Joneses. And they're like in their 40s. It's like, get over it. Live your life. Like, stop
Okay.
trying to compete. Just be friends.
Yeah, I guess for context, there's the three women are best friends, like we said, 40s. They one's like famous, one moved to Texas and kind of becomes this more conservative religious person, and then the other one's like a New Yorker who is a lawyer who seems to have a drinking problem. And essentially, like what you find out early on is that when one of them leaves the room, the other two talk shit about that one person who left the room. Yeah, heard. But so don't you think though, like that's not how we are, and like I feel like that's how most like healthy relationships shouldn't be. But everyone knows that person. That's why I like
Oh,
them.
totally.
Is
Totally.
because when that happened, like the first scene where that had happened, when one of them left and the other two started talking shit, like I think every woman kind of was like, oh, I know that girl.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
relatable. That happens all the time.
Yeah. But it's like, yeah, just like, I don't want to promote that.
No, I know,
You know
but
what I
I think it's
mean?
yeah,
But
but it
that's
was
White Lotus. That's why it's like, pushes the boundaries.
that's why we've been talking about it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Let's keep it moving. We should go to comedy series. What's your guess on what's going to win before we move on? I'm saying
I hope the
Sevens.
pit wins. I hope the pit wins because it's a rookie show, and I like that they had just a fun reaction as the cast.
Yeah, me too.
All right, comedy is Abbott Elementary, The Bear, Hacks. Nobody Wants This. Oh, we love that one.
Love that one.
Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, The Studio, and What We Do in the Shadows. I was so excited when I saw Nobody Wants This on here.
I know, me too. Me too.
I didn't expect that.
Obviously.
If
Is that
anyone hasn't watched that, you should watch it. It has Adam Brody and Kristen Bell, and they're both they're good. It's funny. It's cute.
that show, when the first episode, I literally was like, oh my God, this is the best over like adult dating show that's come around in a long
Yes,
time.
yes, yes. I liked so the guy Adam Brody is a rabbi, which I feel like is like unique, and it's actually like a really cool job, and like it was interesting to like learn about him being a rabbi. I feel like that's I don't know. I just that surprised me, I guess, in the show. I liked that.
I loved it. I loved their banter. Obviously, Adam Brody, we have been crushing on since we were like, middle school. Kristen Bell, I love so much. We all know how I feel about Dax Shepard. She's married to Dax Shepard. I obviously like, she's a queen. The show's awesome. Yeah. I love learning about all the different Jewish traditions. Their chemistry is off the charts. And also the supporting cast, the brother and sister are hilarious in it. So, yeah, I hope that they win. It's the best example, I think, of dating as an adult that I've seen in a long time. And like, what do you do if you, like, I've thought of that before. Like, would I date someone seriously that was like very devoutly religious in a different religion?
Hmm.
It would be really hard. Like, I don't know.
I know, but I don't know either. I feel like it would have to be a case by case decision.
It would have to
But
be a
yeah,
case.
oh yeah, that's why it's called Nobody Wants This though, because like everyone wants him to marry like a super Jewish girl, right? And Kristen Bell is like absolutely not.
No, she's a shista.
Yeah, she's like the complete opposite. Yeah,
Um,
I hope that wins.
yeah, me too. The other one I just wanted to mention, okay, Abbott Elementary. I haven't seen all of season 4. I've seen episodes. Abbott Elementary is so funny. If you need a good,
I've heard that.
oh my God, Britt. I mean, it's textbook sitcom. It's a good ensemble cast. They all have their little quirks and like personality that they play into episode after episode. Like, so it's very reminiscent of Parks and Rec, The Office, like in that sense. It's
Hmm.
so good. The characters are just hilarious. So I I would be happy if that one won. But my pick for the winner, I'm actually not going to go Abbott or Nobody Wants This. Even though Nobody Wants This was my personal like favorite show, I think the one that's going to win is The Studio.
I could see that winning.
I watched it on Apple TV, and honestly, shout out Apple TV. They have like a couple nominations for this
Yeah.
category and drama. The studio is really cool. It's a behind the scenes peek of what it's like to run a movie studio, and every episode is very funny. 30-minute episodes, which is like my bread and
Well, I'm
butter.
definitely gonna watch that.
Oh, you
I love
have
30-minute episodes.
I love 30-minute episodes. Like,
Love it.
love it. Seth Rogen is really good in it, and his co-host Ike, I always mess up his name, like Ike Barkowitz, I think. Catherine Hahn, she's like the marketing exec. She's so funny. She's the highlight in the show to me. They have a ton of guest stars: Dave Franco, Allison Brie, Olivia Wilde, like Zac Efron, so many. Oh, Ron Howard, Martin Scorsese. Like they
Oh,
got
cool.
a ton of people to like make it feel really real.
Yeah.
Hilarious show. And it just feels kind of different from other shows I've seen. So I think that's the one that's going to win. Apparently, the studio has 23 nominations. It's the most nominated freshman comedy in Emmy's history. It just surpassed,
Whoa.
yeah, it just surpassed Ted Lasso.
Okay, Ted Lasso. Do you ever pay attention to this from now on? Is has been in the top five TV series on Apple TV for like years.
Really?
It people fucking love Ted Lasso. Was like I have an Apple TV, so like when I open it like the first thing that shows up is like Apple TV's interface or whatever, and it
Yeah.
always has like the rankings of the shows, which I love. But I'm like Ted Lasso is legitimately has been in the top five for years. It's crazy. But yeah, I'd never heard about the studio honestly until like I was reading about the Emmys, and I was like, oh, this show looks good. I don't know how I missed it.
It's really funny. There's one episode where they like accidentally give Zoe Kravitz a ton of, I think it's mushrooms or something before like a big event that they have to like promote all their new movies, and she's in one of them, and it's, oh my God, that episode had me like cackling. It's really funny. It's really really good. So yeah, I think that's the one for me.
Have you watched The Bear?
Yeah, I've seen season 1 of The Bear. I loved season 1. I felt like in my old job we used to work with restaurants, so like everyone watched The Bear. It was like one of those shows.
Yeah.
I like The Bear. Yeah, I haven't seen the new series, I mean the new season, so
I like don't like The Bear. I understand why people like it, and I love the Yes Chef thing. And I think, but it's just like I feel like they're just always screaming at each other the whole time. I'm like, this is
mhm.
not, it's like gives me anxiety. It's not entertaining to watch. Just like people yelling and swearing at each other. And it's very similar to the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I'm like, why are you guys making this as hard as you are? Like, it doesn't have to be like this. You could just have a really good restaurant that isn't Michelin star or whatever, that doesn't do like you probably haven't even seen the episode where there's like all these timers and shit for how like showing how they bring out the food and whatever. It's like it doesn't need to be like that.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to watch it like
I don't think
objective.
you'd like it.
I've seen the first season. I liked it. But I was thinking about it from a very like my old work perspective, like talking to restaurant owners
Yeah.
all the time when they deal with all that stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not, yeah, I liked it. I don't think it's a comedy. That's like my only issue really with it being in
Oh,
the,
true.
it's definitely a drama.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing. You know what it is too is like for me, I've realized that for shows, it's very important to me that I like love the characters.
Mm,
And if I like feel like I don't love the characters in a show, it's just like an uphill battle.
I hear that. I hear
And
that.
that show is like that. Like I don't love the characters.
Yeah, totally.
But anyway, limited series. This is a good category. The nominees are Adolescence, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, Monsters, the Lyle and Eric Mendez story, and The Penguin. Have you watched any of these?
I have. So I've seen, but you know what? The thing is, I haven't seen any of them all the way through. I've seen the first, I think, 2 episodes of Adolescence. It had my attention right from the jump. The actor in it is so good. I mean, he's like a kid too. And apparently, the way that they shot this, I could be wrong, but I'm not, I don't think so. They did it in what's called like a oneer. So they did it in one take, the whole thing. And there's a couple of scenes where I guess like you can see that they've improvised because they went off script, but they can't cut because it's like a one take shot, which I thought was a cool behind the scenes thing.
Oh, I didn't know
Um,
that.
yeah, I feel like those tidbits make me more interested in the show. But yeah, I thought the first episode was really good. Black Mirror, I love Black Mirror. I love the whole concept of Black Mirror. I saw a couple of the new episodes from the latest season. I'm always down for that one to win. Like I wouldn't hate if Black Mirror won.
Yeah.
Haven't seen The Penguin. I know that that's a really, I think that might be one of the top nominated shows as well. Monsters haven't seen, but I did watch the first 2 episodes of Dying for Sex. Have you heard about this show?
No, that's the only one I don't know.
Okay, it's Michelle Williams, and she is a woman who is gets terminal cancer basically, and she is in this relationship that or in this marriage that he doesn't want to have sex with her because she's sick and whatever. So she basically decides that she is going to spend like the last, the next year having good sex. So she moves in with her best friend Jenny Slate, and that's basically the premise of the show. It's like this woman trying to like fulfill her sexual life as she's dying. I haven't
Oh.
seen the full thing. I think it's one of those shows that gets people, it's going to get you thinking like a lot. I love Michelle Williams. I think she's an amazing actress. I love Jenny Slate. I would watch legit anything with Jenny Slate. So I really liked it. I just haven't finished it yet. But any those three, Adolescence, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, I would be happy if they won. I think my vote would go to Adolescence.
Yeah, so I actually watched the full Adolescence and I had a similar reaction. Like the first couple episodes, I was like, holy shit, like this is like crazy because I mean it's relevant for me because like the whole series is focused on like how people allow like young boys growing up, they are taught like this, they live in like a violence oriented culture. where like they play games that are violent and stuff like that, and that people kind of look the other way, and it causes them like this kid, he becomes violent. I won't give it away with a girl, and like I thought the whole show was gonna be about like how it happened, like a specific, like on the internet, because it was like this kid seemed so normal, but apparently there are all these like secret online internet things that are like talking about hating women and like are brainwashing all these young boys like on the
Mm,
internet and causing them to like act violent in real life, which makes sense. And I feel like the show started out about that, but then it just kind of took a turn and it I felt like it had an opportunity to like get people thinking about these important issues that like people probably don't think about, like
right.
I am very afraid of the internet with my children.
Totally.
So I will say that probably more than average, but it's very scary. But yeah, so I think it's an important lesson, but I think they dropped the ball on like seeing it through. I think at the end they made it to be more about like the parents and like the characterization and like how it impacted the family
Mm.
more so than like the larger issue.
That's a really good take. It actually makes me want to finish the show and see like what you're talking about. And that, yeah, that's interesting because it is such a like a pressing and timely issue. Like this is the first generation of kids that are growing up on the internet. And obviously, like we haven't been able to see the full impact of that and what that's gonna do to them as adults. But
Right.
yeah, like violence for little boys, especially through video games and shows and everything like that. Like YouTube, obviously, it's an issue. So, I mean, it's good that they like addressed it,
Yeah.
but interesting that they, kind of got off the mark.
I love Black Mirror though. Black Mirror blows my mind.
Is that the one you're going with? Is that your pick for what you think will
Actually,
win?
no, though the last season though was not good. The season that had Josh Hartnett in it, I think that was last season. That season sucked. But before that, I thought it would definitely be my pick. I think I watched part of the Lyle and Eric Mendez story, but I didn't watch the full thing. I watched the Penguin with Chris a little bit. He watched the full thing. I would probably pick that.
Nice. Okay. The Penguin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it was
Have
good.
you seen it?
No,
Colin Farrell, is that his name? Yeah. Have you seen like what he looks like in it?
no.
He like you can't even tell it's him. It's crazy.
Dang.
Yeah. But anyway, do we want to talk about the actors? See, this is what I hate when it's like lead actress in a drama series, lead actor in a drama series. Like, why do we have to separate men and women?
Maybe let's just go through it quickly. The only thing scanning them, my only comment that I want to say, I hope the Traders wins reality competition program. But maybe we do, yeah, lead actress and actor in drama and comedy series. So, lead actress in a drama series, we've got Kathy Bates and Matlock, Sharon Horgan, Bad Sisters, Britt Lauer, Severance, Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us, Carrie Russell, The Diplomat. I don't think I can like really speak to any of these, but Bella
Gives me
Ramsey, I'm going to go for just because she's young and I'm happy for her. She got a nomination.
what's her name again? Bella Ramsey? I don't know if I know who that is.
I feel like you'll recognize her face. She's got a recognizable face in Hollywood, but
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know who she
yeah.
is. Yeah, she's cute. She was in Game of Thrones.
Yes, right. Who was she in Game of
Yeah,
Thrones?
that like little girl who was like a king or
I
queen
can't.
or whatever. I don't remember her name.
Yeah, 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 yeah. She wasn't a part of one of the main
Um,
families. It was like a different family.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right. Next up, leading actor in a drama series, we've got Sterling K. Brown. What a babe.
I
Paradise.
like him.
Me too. Gary Oldman, Slow Horses, Pedro Pascal, The Last of Us, Adam Scott, Severance, and Noah Weil, The Pit.
Hmm. I mean, I like Sterling K. Brown. I haven't seen Paradise, but I like him.
Okay, that your pick?
Yeah, or the guy from The Pit. I'm feeling The Pit, even though
I
I'm not gonna watch it.
know. I know. Now, like knowing his backstory, I'm like, Noah, I hope you
Yeah,
win. Go Noah.
yeah,
I love Adam Scott, so I would be happy if he won for Severance. I just like him.
yeah. I like him too.
Did you know that he's besties with Paul Rudd? They were like friends from like they were teenagers.
No, but that makes a lot of sense. I feel like they seem very similar. They both look great.
Yeah.
Like don't
Oh,
age.
I know, totally. And they both can do, I feel like, comedy and like they can do anything. Uh,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Adam Scott. I feel like he's gonna win it. Only other thing I'll say on this, Pedro Pascal. Apparently, I met someone when I was traveling. I remember this guy. He worked in Broadway, like he does set design on Broadway, and he's met a bunch of celebs who've gone through. And he said that Pedro Pascal was a huge asshole, like a
Really?
yeah, huge diva, just really annoying.
I could see that.
Yeah, so I feel like ever since I'm like, not in on him. Okay, keeping it moving. Outstanding lead actress in a comedy series. Uzo Aduba, The Residents. Kristen Bell, Nobody Wants This. Quinta Bronson, Abbott Elementary. Ayo Edebiri, I always mess up her name. Ayo Edebiri on The Bear. Jean Smart, Hacks. I'm gonna be
I don't
quick.
know hacks.
I've heard it's really good. Yeah, I haven't seen it though. It's on HBO Max. I'm gonna go Kristen Bell, my girl. I hope she wins.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, same. I hope she wins too. And I hope they make more shows like that.
Yeah, me too. And finally, lead actor in a comedy series, we have Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This, Seth Rogen, The Studio, Jason Segel, Shrinking, Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building, and Jeremy Allen White, The Bear. Dang, that's a stacked category.
That is a stacked category. I mean, I want Adam Brody
Yeah.
because I love him.
Yeah, I want Adam Brody too. Him or Seth Rogen. Although Jason Segel was one of my
Yeah.
first early celeb crushes. I love him. So I'd be okay.
I like really like Jeremy Allen White, but more because of Shameless than The Bear. So I'd be okay with it. But I think he won the last 2 years.
Yeah, I think so. I
So give
think
it to
you're right.
someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't be greedy. Dang, but look at this. This is an outstanding lead actress in a limited or anthology series. This is also stacked. Kate Blanchett, disclaimer, Megan Fahey, Sirens. I love Megan Fahey. She's from
Yeah, I
Massachusetts.
like her too.
Which
Oh, I think I knew that. I forgot about that.
she's also dating Leah Woodall.
Yeah.
Oh,
So cute. He's
oh,
so cute. Yeah. I love him.
huh. One day. Oh my God. Rashida Jones, Black Mirror, Kristen Milotti, The Penguin, and Michelle Williams dying for sex. That's like, dang.
Yeah.
Wow, there's three sup outstanding supporting actors in a drama series. Three of the nominees are all Severance, and then three are White Lotus. That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow. Did you see any of the snubs?
Yeah, I did. What did you think?
I think Squid Games was a big one, which I honestly kind of agree with. I feel like that show should have been a limited series. It was like the first season was really good, but after that, it's just a struggle to get through. Selena Gomez got snubbed. I've never watched Only Murders in the Building,
Same.
so I can't really comment on that one. And then I think The Handmaid's Tale is the other big one.
Yeah, that's what I saw too. Tale and Squid Games. I mean, I feel like Handmaid's Tale, as a fan who loved the first two seasons, I totally have fallen off that show.
Same, same.
So I can't say I'm like that shocked.
Yeah, that show got a little just too hard to watch, too graphic for me, but it was really good in the beginning.
Yeah. I'm not super surprised, I guess, about the Only Murders in the Building. I don't watch that show, so I don't really have anything to say on that. I did see that Harrison Ford was got his first nomination this year for Shrinking at the age of 83, which I thought was nice. But I was a little
Oh,
surprised that there was a lot of White Lotus people that I thought were, I mean, you can't nominate everyone. I get that. And like I just said, three of the supporting actor nominees were from White Lotus, but they didn't have Patrick Schwarzenegger. He was left out, and his brother Sam Nivola. And I feel like that was like their scenes were some of the most talked about this whole series.
yeah, that's true. That's
Michelle
true.
Monaghan, Leslie Bibb left out, so a little surprised there. Did you see Jason Isaacs, who played like the Thomas Ravenel character, the dad? He is messy. He spills the tea about this show. Like he's always talking about who's fighting, who's not. And then he just said he revealed what they get paid. They only get paid, which only,
Oh, I saw this.
yeah, it's all relative. And he did disclaimer himself saying like actors don't talk about their pay because they make so much money that it's if you complain about it, it doesn't land. But he said that they only receive 40K an episode, and that's every actor on the show. So it's a total of like a little over 300K for the season. It is actually kind of shocking, I think, because the show's so
Whatever.
popular. Yeah, no, I don't feel bad for them, but
Cry me a fucking river, though.
yeah, heard.
I mean, yeah, let's talk about tone deaf.
I know. Yes, tone
But
deaf.
yeah, but I see your point though. It is surprising because the show is like really big. But I also feel like the actors, because there's no like main actor, so like they're not doing as much.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like when the work is kind of spread out across like the ensemble rather than like having like a couple actors take on the brunt of it.
totally, totally. I think I'm gonna try to watch some of these shows before the Emmys airs in a couple of months. That was fun.
I'm gonna watch The Studio.
Yeah, watch the studio. Let me know what you think. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm
What are
gonna
you gonna
try to
watch?
finish Severance is my next up.
Yeah, let me know if you can get through that and it gets good again in the end.
I will. Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for joining us for our Emmy nomination recap. We're going to be back on Friday. And then next week, we are going to have another guest, one of our friends, Steph. She came to Portugal with us this year. We are such like fangirls, I would say, of Steph.
It's big fangirls of stuff. She's very
She's
interesting. She's a very interesting job. She's just a very unique human, and she's very interesting.
and she has great takes on reading people. And she
Oh,
always
yes.
the first time I feel like, no, maybe not the first time, but there's been times where Steph like will just observe our behavior and
Yeah.
basically tell us about ourselves. And she's a genius. So we're obsessed.
Yeah.
So we're going to have her on next week. But we hope everyone has a great day. Oh, last thing, I guess, before we send off, well wishes to Mr. Scott Swift. He just had heart surgery. So we are wishing him and
Oh, I
Taylor,
didn't know that.
yeah, he
Oh,
just had a quintuple bypass surgery. So
where?
I don't know. I just saw the headline today and I like skimmed it. They didn't really give much info other than he's doing well. He is on the
Well,
mend
sometimes
after,
those people come to Boston.
oh my God, Brett,
We're onto something.
we're on to something. All right, snitches. Everyone have a great rest of your week. We will talk to you on Friday. We're signing off. Have a good one.
And tell everyone you know about us. Like us on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye, snitches.
Bye.